right, let's get into this. At $700, making it the most expensive console. I gotta start up because I'm over here bouncing around. As I do it again, I gotta stop and lock my chair, so I can't do it. There we go. I can't do it. Pre-orders starting at. That was weird. Oh my god. Well, after leaking full months in advance, it's finally announced the PS5 Pro is real and it's going to be arriving November 7th. It started on pre-orders last month on September 26th, and at $700, making it the most expensive console being sold currently. Is it worth it? Short answer is no, unless it could run games to the specs they claim. Granted, some videos have come out as of late to show some games working pretty decently. What has been announced for the console, pretty scarce for the most part, but they advertise it to be 2 terabytes of storage, Wi-Fi 6 capable, PS4 and PS5, or PS4 game boost and PS5 games enhanced. 120 hertz 8K ray tracing select games, AI upscaling called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution or PSSR, a boost to the GPU, and nothing on the CPU side, which is a little odd considering it's $200 more than the regular console. And finally, no disk drive. You what, mate? But more on that later. Before we get into the biggest takeaway from the events, let's first talk about the look of the console. The gills ended up being correctly rumored. I do wonder if it's got a different fan setup or if it's just to add a little extra airflow. I do think it looks a bit better than the launch version of the system with just the waves. It retains the panels like the original console, though I do wonder if they're slightly different dimensionally because the fins and everything, though the bottom has to be the same in order to fit the disk drive. Obviously, the first thing everyone noticed is the price. Why so expensive? I know hardware prices have never fully came down since the GPU shortage in crypto bros, but surely this burst isn't $200 over a console that isn't a full or half step forward from what's been shown so far. And to be missing the drive, just twist the knife a little bit more. $700 is pretty damn wild. And it's worse for the rest of the world. Could you imagine spending €800 or 944 Canadian on a marginal upgrade with the promise of AI upscaling? The PS3 original, the fat console that had the backwards compatibility, offered more out of the box and was $100 less than what this is, and people refused to buy it. I feel like current CEO of Sony is trying to make a repeat of that, but maybe I'm missing something. It doesn't make much sense currently. I mean, the Steam Deck exists and it's cheaper, or you could go the opposite route and spend a little bit more and get a comparable or even better PC. I guess if Sony exclusives aren't your thing, it's almost a no-brainer. Myself, I switched the PC to get around that during the supply chain issue and have yet to be given a great reason to go back to the console. I wanted the PS Pro or the PS5 Pro to be the reason. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. It's the first Sony console I've yet to own and may not end up owning. So maybe I'll get lucky and the price will come down in 2026 when GTA 6 comes out, preferably sooner when the new Ghost of Yokai comes out, fingers crossed, with a not too long wait for the PC version to come out. So originally, this video was going to be a longer video with me and Flo both going back and forth. Unfortunately, timing didn't allow for it, and other things is also why this video's come out so late. But he did have a couple of questions lined up for us, I guess. How much of a difference does upscaling AI actually make, and how does it work on products that already use it? Not much information on that, as far as I can tell, is out. I mean, Digital Foundry did release a video showing what was the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and they said it ran pretty well, but what it's actually doing. Second thing, is ray tracing really a hardware breakthrough we wanted for a console? Probably not, would be my guess. Even on PC, ray tracing is still hard to run, in addition to FPS and resolution. Focus on getting a crisp 1440p or higher resolution at 60 frames or higher. Then we could talk about 4K, 8K, and not HDR, please bring HDR. And then ray tracing. Yes, ray tracing is neat. It's cool on games that utilize it properly or whatever, but it's resource intensive, and we can't even get games to run properly at 60 FPS without frying most systems or just being a pain to run. Third question being $700. Is this price point really competitive when looking at PCs that may be more functional? I did touch on that a little bit with the Steam Deck, and then, you know, a computer you could probably buy for about $900 US. That's probably relative in the ballpark spec wise. It's definitely a tough sell, and I hope they didn't shoot themselves in the foot with this, but it doesn't seem to be, because apparently the anniversary edition is already sold out, and I guess we'll have to see if that's actual buyers or if that's just scalpers. I lean more towards the latter than the former, but hey, we'll see. Anyways, this has been a quick little video just talking about the PS5 Pros as soon as it came out. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Editor's note, I totally forgot to talk more about the disk drive. I did mention I would comment more about it. Main thing I just wanted to say was, one, it's not with this console. The console's $200 more. If you were to buy the base console with disk drive, it's $50 more than the system without the disk drive, yet they're selling you the disk drive on a console that's $200 more for $70 or whatever, if you can get it. Supposedly they're sold out because scalpers have that too. So, lovely. Anyways,